Okay, there we go. All right then. Nice. Okay, now welcome everybody. For the benefit of those, okay, can you please mute out yourself? Just mute out yourself from, if you mute out, so there's no interference, there's no echo. All right, so good evening everybody. I'm so happy that you're here tonight. This is our high performance coaching hour, or half hour as it were. And if you are here and you are a guest here tonight, I want you to do one thing at the end of this show tonight, or this session tonight. I want you to get back to the person who invited you and tell them a big thank you. That person, this is a private only coaching session, and the content I share in these sessions are actually content that people pay me to deliver. And so if someone has invited you here tonight, it's simply because that person has you in mind, they love you, and I want you to just reciprocate by getting back to them at the end of this call and saying, hey, thank you so much for getting me on this call. And that's the least you can do. All right. And so just by way of introduction, just in case you are here and someone has invited you and you are a guest here tonight. My name is Eddie. I'm Pastor Eddie. I'm a faith leader. I'm a business person, entrepreneur, and I'm also a certified John Maxwell coach. I don't know if you know who John Maxwell is. You can Google John Maxwell. John Maxwell has been my leadership mentor for close to about 19 years now. So we have had the opportunity of working very closely with him. And so that means that I know one or two things about leadership. I know one or two things about personal development. I know one or two things about growth. If you actually ask me what I am, I would love to refer to myself as a growth mentor, a growth coach. I love adding value to people. I love moving people from point A to point B. I love shifting people from one plane of life to another. I don't just do coaching. I love doing transformational coaching. You know, there's a difference between you being hungry. When you are hungry and someone gives you bread, can you please mute yourself out, please? When you are hungry and someone offers you bread, right? That is next level, okay? But when you are hungry and someone turns you from someone who is hungry to someone who owns a bakery, now that is transformational level coaching, and that is the kind of thing I do. All right, so now tonight, very quickly, I want to share something very, very, very close to my heart. What I've titled the top 10 reasons why you will quit on your dream. The top 10 reasons why you will quit on your dream. I'm not saying why you may quit. I'm saying the reasons why you will quit. Many people quit every day on their dreams. And I want to share these top 10 reasons with you. And these are top 10 reasons that have been researched and that I have noticed personally in the life of people I've had the privilege of mentoring. And I've been in this game for a while now. So top 10 reasons why you will quit on your dream if you do not pay attention to these things. All right. So I don't know if you are here and have you ever started a big project and quit? People do regularly. Nearly everyone has. It can be frustrating. There are many reasons people quit. But what's most important is identifying the unique reason that you quit. Identifying the problem helps to identify the solution. So consider where your life would be if you never quit anything. Just imagine Just imagine where your life would be if you never quit on anything. You see, in the business that we run, this month of June, we're top 4. And we've been on that top 10 chart for over a period of time. But once upon a time, we were not even on that chart at all. And we've been in this business for about six years now. And I remember I sent the top 10 business builders list to someone, and he said, "Congratulations," and he was very happy for me. And I said, this has only been possible because of the power of consistency, the power of not quitting. You see, it's scary to think about how much you would have accomplished if you didn't quit. It's scary. Can you just imagine the things that you have started, or you desire to start, or you dreamt of starting that never got started, or that you started but never completed because of one thing or the other? Imagine all those projects, all those tasks, all those assignments you actually follow through to the end. What exactly will your life be today? What exactly will your life be? So why do you quit? Why do you quit? Why do people quit? So I want to just quickly share those 10 things with you today. Number one reason why people quit is that you are afraid you will fail. And it's just something psychological. People shy away from anything they perceive. They will stop anything they perceive will end in failure. It's common to be afraid of failing. But what are you actually afraid of? What are you actually afraid of? Are you afraid of what others think? And you might be surprised at how little other people care. You know, I look at my life today, and sometimes people say, "Wow, I've got the Midas touch." Somebody once referred to me many years ago that anything I touch turned to gold. I just laugh. I just laugh when people refer to me today. I say, "Wow, he's successful." I hear that comment every now and then. I just laugh. For me, it just means that nobody pays attention to all my trials and testings and testing and processes and areas where I have failed. Nobody pays attention to all the time I have wasted testing things out to see whether they work or not. People don't care. People don't care. You'll be surprised how little people care. Everyone else is far too concerned with their own lives. Nobody's paying attention to the areas where you fail. Nobody's counting. Nobody's even taking notice. Now, are you worried that you are not good enough? Maybe you are not right now. That doesn't mean you can't learn from your short-term failure and use it to be successful next time. Right? Or you're afraid you will succeed. You're afraid you will succeed. That's the second reason. You can't be afraid you will succeed. This one might be surprising, but many people are afraid of success. What if I succeed? I remember many years ago when I was working as a traffic warden, and I got a job with a Fortune 500 company. I mean, from earning like £11,000 per annum, I got this job that was offering me, my basic was about £25,000 to £35,000 per annum, and that was just basic, and it came with American Express card to spend on American Express card, a mobile phone, a laptop, and just travel. This is one of the things that scared me when I got this promotion, this transformational change, was that I lost my friends. They were just people who just couldn't relate with me anymore. And then as time went on, my wife and I, we decided to become entrepreneurs. So we started on our own business. And as we began to grow in our business, we just realized that we didn't have friends anymore. You see, so you can be afraid of success. You can't be afraid of, it's possible to be afraid of success. It can be comforting or can be comfortable to continue living the life you are living right now. You know, the life you're living right now, you know it. But see, in order to succeed, you must be able to attract growth and adventure than you are to comfort. You must be attracted to growth and development than you are to comfort. Than you are to comfort. Yeah. So it's possible you could be afraid of success. Because the thing about success is that when you succeed, your circle of influence changes. And I remember many years ago, a business person invited us to her home in Tunbridge Wells. I mean, she and her husband were seven-figure income earner. They had about 50 employees, and they take their employees away on business trips, all expenses paid. And we went to their mansion, and they had a swimming pool, and we just looked at the grounds. You see, when you succeed, your circle of influence changes, and you know that. And so the fear of even moving on to a higher circle of influence is it's even enough to cripple you. So you can really be afraid of success. The third reason why people fail is that you can be uncomfortable with uncertainty. People who are uncomfortable with uncertainty never really make progress. I'll say that again. People who are uncomfortable with uncertainty never really make progress. See, does an uncertain future drive you mad? I mean, just the fact that you don't know how things are going to turn out, does that petrify you? Does that worry you? But I want you to remember that the best things in life are often uncertain. The best things in life are often uncertain. If you are successful, you've gained a lot. If you are not, at least you haven't lost anything. All right? So why should you? Don't be uncomfortable with uncertainty. So when you are uncomfortable with uncertainty, you will never release your faith. You will never try something new. You will never dare. You will never try. But what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is, you remember where you are. You've not lost anything. And what's the best that can happen? Success. You have everything to gain. Yeah, that's the third reason. And I'm looking at top 10 reasons why people fail. The fourth reason, I believe, is if you are not motivated enough to put in the necessary work. Lack of motivation can make you fail. Maybe your objective just isn't attractive enough to you, at least, to warrant the time and effort it requires to make it work. Then if that's the case, think about what you are going to gain. What do you stand to gain? Is if what you stand to gain is not clear, if what you stand to gain is not clear, you will fail at what you are trying to do. You see, gain and profit is a very huge tool of motivation. Now, for me, whatever I do comes down to, I have two yardsticks I use in measuring my rewards. Okay, so I measure my rewards, and I have only two yardsticks for measuring my reward. If whatever I'm doing does not deliver on these two things, I won't even bother. Now, time will not permit me to explain this yardstick. Okay, so you will fail if you are not motivated enough. I said enough. You may be motivated, but if you are not motivated enough to put in the necessary work required, you will fail. You will fail. And so, put whatever you're doing through this test. Am I motivated enough to put in the work required to succeed at this? And that's a yes or no question. If it's a maybe, I would say stop whatever you are doing, because you will fail. You will fail. So think about what you are going to gain if you keep on going. Measure your profit, right? If that's not enough to energize you, then perhaps a different goal will be more appropriate. The fifth reason is you're unclear about what you want. Most people are unclear about what they want in life. And if this is you, right? I will, if you want me to, and I can work with you on this, if you want me to work with you about clarity of vision, right? If you're on this call and you are a guest, I want you to get back to the person who invited you and ask the person, how can I work with your coach? Right? And then we walk you through how to become part of our organization. And when you come on board, I'm going to give you 2 sessions, and we'll clarify where you want to be. And I'm not trying to toot my horn here. I am very good at what I do. So if you're not clear about what you want, you'll be shocked how many people are not clear about what they want. You will definitely fail. You might be working hard, but if you are uncertain about your objective, it can be challenging to keep on. It can be challenging. And you see, at some point, your vision will be tested. At some point, what you want will be tested. If it is not clear, you will quit. For example, this is just an example. You might be studying, someone may be in school studying biology. But if you are not certain whether you want to be a doctor, chiropractor, professor, or nurse, it can be hard to do your best work. In other words, you just cannot see where that effort fits into the ultimate goal. Your ultimate goal will always be challenged. And if you're not clear about it, you will fail. All right? That's the 5th reason, I think. Number 6, insufficient results or reward. That takes us back to one of the points I mentioned earlier. If your reward is not sufficient enough to motivate you, right, to drive you, you will fail at it. Maybe you've been toiling away for a while, but you haven't gotten anything out of it yet. This is common when starting a small business. It's amazing how many people quit the first 3 years of their business. So it's very common when starting a small business. You might be putting in a lot of hours, but you are not making any money yet. The solution is to keep your eyes on the long-term outcome of your desire. If you don't keep your eyes on the long-term outcome of your desire, the very reason why you got started, you will fail. So insufficient result or reward is one of the reasons why people fail. And the only way you can keep going is if you are very clear about your objective and you measured your reward in the first place. So insufficient results or reward. Number 7, feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. You can be so overwhelmed that you quit. When you have too much on your plate, the overwhelm you feel when there can be too much to handle. The pressure of balancing business and career, the pressure of balancing career and home, the pressure of balancing home and business, balancing children, family. You can easily be overwhelmed. So what should you do? Try to cut back on other areas of your life that are not critical. Cut back. So there's something called too much information, right? You get started and all of a sudden there's just too much to do and too much to think about, and people just quit. So they quit out of stress. They quit because they cannot handle the amount of information or what is required to succeed and keep going on that track. So they get overwhelmed and they quit. And many do every day. So what should you do? Get organized. Get a mentor. There's nothing new under the sun. Someone has been through this before. Someone has achieved greatness in the field or in the niche where you are trying to achieve greatness. What did they do? How did they do it? What did they become to achieve what they have achieved? What did they need to do, and who did they need to become to achieve the results they had? So feeling overwhelmed can easily make people quit their dreams. Number 8, this is the thief of it all, procrastination. Procrastination is the thief of time. Procrastination is a habit. You know, people have written entire books, and many entire books have been written on procrastination. So there's plenty of information on the topic. So one quick tip is to remember that procrastination is largely about getting started. It is about getting started. Focus on just getting started, and the rest will often take care of itself. Procrastination can make you fail. Procrastination is about getting started. I'm going to do this. I am going to do this. I'm going to do that. I plan to, I intend to. But you never get started. I'm going to write that book. I'm going to pen down these lyrics. I'm going to organize myself. I'm going to tidy up my room. I'm going to arrange my wardrobe. Last year, so I'm going to do spring cleaning. Spring came and went. Then it became summer cleaning. Summer came and went. Now another spring came up. It went. So I'm looking at procrastination. So just focus on just getting started. Now, the reason sometimes people procrastinate is that they may just think about what's involved in what they're going to do, and then the feeling of that feeling of being overwhelmed just kicks in, and they never get started. Yeah, procrastination. Number 9, top 10 reasons. My top 10 reasons why people fail. Listen to the wrong person or listen to the wrong people. Yes, those around you often want you to stay the same. People around you often want you to stay the same. They like you just the way you are. But I love you too much to leave you the way you are. But your friends like you the way you are. But a coach loves you too much to leave you the way you are. So get your advice from experts in your chosen field who want you to succeed. Never ask a dropout their opinion about university. So don't listen to the wrong people. So listening to the wrong people can make you fail. And so seek the right counsel. Seek the right counsel. And last but not the least, distraction. Distractions. This is what kills focus. If there's too much going on in your life, you will struggle. I read a quote one day. I think I read a quote some time ago. It says, keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. If you have too much going on, you will struggle. I know that people say we live in an age of multitasking. Sounds good on paper, but there's nothing as terrible as broken focus. So learn to keep the main thing the main thing. What should you do? Organize yourself. Have time for everything. You've got 24 hours in a day. Account for every single hour. And then be in the zone. Be in the zone every hour. In other words, if it's time for you to spend time with your family, spend time with your family. Shut down your phone, shut down your laptop, put your iPad aside and spend time with your family. And if it's time for you to work, well, put your head down and work. That's not the time to respond to social media comments. That's not the time to be on Facebook. That's not the time to check out your Instagram profile and see how many people are liking you or following you. So make time for every. So just go through. Let's start from tonight, right? Let's start from tonight. Look at tomorrow. Break down your tomorrow into hours, and then account for every single hour. What are you going to be doing the same time tomorrow? Break down every single hour, right? And then focus every single hour to do what you plan to do at that hour. It will make each hour productive. So let me conclude before Zoom kicks us out. Quitting is the enemy of success. I'll tell you that. Quitting is the enemy of success. It's not easy to fail if you never quit. It's not easy to fail if you never quit. So learning how to continue when you feel like quitting is important. It's a skill you have to learn. Learning how to continue when you feel like quitting is very important. If not, you will keep quitting. Yeah? So learn why you quit and then take the appropriate countermeasures. Do a soul search and find and ask yourself, why do I? And I want you to look back at the last 5 years of your life tonight. I want to make a note of things you have started and failed at, or things you have started and stopped. And then ask yourself, why exactly did I stop? Or why exactly did I start in the first place? So learn why you quit and take the appropriate measures. You will improve your odds of success 1,000-fold, at least. All right? Thank you so much for coming on this call. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for coming on this call. I hope that has been beneficial to you. So you go ahead. I hope you took notes and go back and visit what with these 10 points. And then if you're on this call and you want me to work with you one-on-one, I'm going to offer you 2 coaching sessions, and then we can look at any aspect of what I've talked about tonight. Okay, we can look at any aspect of what I've talked about tonight, and I will give you 2 coaching sessions. That's absolutely free to you. If you get back to the person who invited you tonight and you tell them, I want to be part of your organization, what do I need to do? So come on board and let's dream together. Let's see if we can build an empire for you. All right. So have a wonderful night. The Lord bless you. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
You are welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
All right then. Take care.
Thank you, Piggy.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.